What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. I didn't think I was gonna have to make another video like this, but here we are. Let's get into it. I'm gonna make this a quick video, short, sweet, to the point. There's something wrong with the Jeep. It's another issue related to the frame. I'm assuming you guys probably already know what it is. I'll just show you. A couple days ago, I was underneath the Jeep just cleaning it up, checking the frame out, checking the links out, greasing stuff. You know, the usual once over just to make sure everything's looking good. I had a towel and I was cleaning some stuff and it got snagged on something on the frame. So I was like, oh, interesting. Let's see what that is. Well, that is what it got snagged on. And as you can see, it's not dirt, grease, or anything. That is a full-on crack in this rear part of my frame. So this is my driver's rear tire, and this is where it starts to come up. If you're familiar with TJs, you know what you're looking at. But that's where the crack is, and it is no bueno. So let's talk about how we're going to fix this. So if you're looking at that and you notice that there is bare steel, it is that way because I did that. I took a wire brush or a wire wheel on the end of a drill just to kind of clean it up and see exactly what I was working with and what it looked like. I think the plan is to just get a 2-inch wide by 4-inch or 6-inch, God, I can't talk, 2-inch wide by 4-inch or 6-inch piece of steel and heat it up, bend it, and just have it match that contour and then just weld all the way around it. Maybe plug weld it. I don't think that would make a huge difference. Again, this is going to be a temporary fix, just like the crack in the other side on the passenger side. That's a temporary fix. So this is going to be a temporary fix. This is going to lead me into the next thing I want to talk about, and that's kind of the next stage or the next step of my TJ build. What we got going on for the Jeep here, the next phase of this build is going to be a brand new frame. If you watched the previous frame repair video where we actually repaired the passenger side frame that was cracked, you heard me talk about TDK, Throttle Down Customs, and the frame that I have on order from them. That was, I placed that order maybe a month or 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that, maybe 2 months ago. And it was originally just going to be a stock TJ frame with suspension brackets off and no front or rear track bar bracket for all frame side stuff. And then centering the rear coil bucket or perch mount, whatever you want to call it, on the frame. And it was going to be stock TJ frame. And then my dad and I would get it. We would cut it in half ourselves, stretch it where we need to, the 24 inches, and then we could swap everything over. Well, I got a call from TDK, and I believe it was the owner, and he said that they were getting ready to start on my frame, and they would prefer me not to cut it in half. And I said, well, okay. The reason why is the price of stretching it kind of deterred me from buying the frame already stretched from them. That's why my dad and I could do it for a lot cheaper ourselves, and we were just going to go that route. Well, you know, the whole buy once, cry once kind of mentality took over, and I kind of just gave in, and I think it's going to be a lot easier in the long run, and we're not going to have to worry about truing anything up. It's going to be perfectly straight directly from them, and we're not going to have to worry about cutting anything, stretching anything. It's all going to be one solid frame, one solid piece of steel, which I would love to have from the beginning. That is the goal. That's the dream. I don't know when we're going to be getting the new frame. I don't know when it'll ship. It's going to be getting shipped to Maryland. I physically can't do it here. I'd love to do it here in the garage. I just don't have room. I don't have the tools to do it. We're going to do it on Lyft. It's just going to make life easier. The frame's getting shipped to Maryland, and then I'm going to drive this back to Maryland, where I'm going to do my best to fly back and forth to complete the swap. So that frame will be a TJ frame, stretched 24 inches. The frame rails will be 24 inches longer, exactly where we need them. And we just have to weld on our frame brackets for suspension and our front track bar bracket, because we cut off the stock TJ one and welded one on ourselves. But yeah, that's about it. I think, oh, and then a body mount. The third body mount that goes for the front of the bed we'll weld our own on there. That's pretty crazy to me. Part of me is kind of sad that we're having to part ways with this frame just because of what it means to my dad and I, having built it ourselves. And another side of me is just happy that we get to continue the Jeep, and it's just going to be easier in the long run for the life of the Jeep to have a brand new frame under it and have no more worries for it. Because eventually I want to give this Jeep to my kids, pass it along, pass it down, and I want it to last. So, you know, this Jeep's going to live on past me, hopefully, and this frame is going to allow me to do that. Look forward to a lot of the content coming forward of this whole frame swap process, getting the Jeep back to Maryland, repairing that back there so I at least can drive this on the road for the time being, possibly off-road it, and yeah, so that's about it. Wanted to give you guys an update, tell you what was going on with the frame, show you the crack, talk about the new frame. Yeah, hope you guys are excited. God, I can't talk. I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this new frame. It's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a whole new Jeep. With all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section down below. I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts. See you guys.